found a really great video. I think you should watch this video for a number of reasons, and I'm going to just touch on a few points he made. He's reality survival, and it's about how to prepare for a fallout and also how to make your home into a fallout shelter. And in this video, I learned a few things about this kind of the science behind what would happen the night or day that this would occur. This, uh, like, it, and just make an example. Uh, a potential threat turns into an actual event, and there's a potential, let's just say there's an actual event that occurs and there's a blast and the fallout comes afterwards. The fallout is the particles in the air that come down. The people that are in the actual vicinity where the blast occurs are already probably dead. The ones that are alive are basically got about 10, 15, maybe a half hour in time to either get it together, shut off their air conditioning units, if your windows are blown out, to have basically plastic and staple gun and make sure your windows are covered. And if you have a basement, you're in much better shape. For people that are in apartment complexes, this is a lot different. And that's a video that we're going to have to touch on, maybe even today here. Whew, that was a lot. The video that I watched earlier, I watched several videos about, having a food supply, having a fallout shelter is much better than not having one at all. And what inspired me to start researching this was I was watching Glenn Beck today about preparing for what could possibly be nuclear war. Now, back in the 60s, they had drills, they had commercials, they talked about it every day like it was a reality because that was the era they were in. And he remembered it because he was a kid and he said that he used to have nightmares about it. So I went on and started researching this topic today. And what I wanted to say is that basically, some of the things you can do now, just by getting peanut butter and getting hydrated food, getting your medicines, getting your bug out bag ready, and turning your home into a fallout shelter basically by watching this video. And you can be prepared by having already pre-cut plastic for your windows in the case of an event that would occur. So what was interesting about all this is that there's so much more to this video I didn't even touch on, but I had to at least tell you a little bit about this because to me, there's so much more. For me, most people that I know are in apartments, so they don't have like an actual basement. They have their apartment. They have to turn their apartment into a safe place to go. Like you might not have anywhere else to go. A bug out bag is only in case of an emergency, like you have to escape the apartment and you have to leave. In this case, it could happen at any time, and you can't leave. You can't leave because of the fallout that's coming. So you have to stay put where you're at. Um, a lot of people will probably want to leave and go pick up their mom or their sister. You can't leave. The fallout is the worst part. That gives you about a half hour time. And that's not enough time to, it's not enough time to pick up your mother who's maybe 15 minutes away. It isn't. You will die from the fallout. So these are just a couple examples of this link that I'm going to put in the description box below. You can turn your home into a fallout shelter. You can survive it. A lot of people say, hey, you know, what happens when it rains and all that, all those particles come down? There, he touches on that. He touches on several things. But basically, the one thing is the windows. If the windows break, you want to get plastic up on those windows immediately. So think ahead when you're going to Home Depot, and you can get plastic, and you can cut plastic and get, just roll it up and, you know, shove it under your couch, and make sure you have duct tape or, you know, a staple gun. Have the preparations ready for anything like this, because the way they're talking, it's very possible we could be looking at an event that could be catastrophic. Okay, thank you for watching, and God bless.